I'm Brant Stogner. I'm one of the equity partners here at the law firm of Abraham Watkins.
My name is Chris Malfuz. I'm a senior associate here at Abraham Watkins.
My name's Jen Stogner. I'm a partner with Abraham Watkins in Houston, Texas.
So this gentleman, he'd worked as a port captain for years, and it was his job to make sure everything was moving down at the dock. He's literally working like his last 2 years against his wife's best wishes. Came out of retirement to go back to being the port captain for just a while.
We're in the process of loading the ship. Well, while he's on the dock, an individual who wasn't licensed to operate a forklift nonetheless jumped on a forklift, sort of freewheeled it around, and then without inspecting around the piping, without making sure there's proper clearance, without making sure there's some kind of spotter or flagger, basically tries to lift the pipes but effectively rams the piping, and the pipes just come avalanching down.
He happened to have a friend or a coworker that day who saw the pipes about to fall on him, yanked him, and got him where he was only hit slightly, because if these had landed on him, he would have been crushed. He would have died for sure.
A lot of the challenges that the defense brought in this case involved a lot of allegations that, no, of course, this couldn't possibly have happened from this incident. It was pre-existing because he's worked out there for so long.
And so what I've got to do is I've got to link that incident to these injuries that we're finding on MRI, on objective reports.
We had video of the incident. The problem with the video of the incident, though, was that it was sort of bird's eye footage that captured the entirety of the dock, but nothing in specific. So you could see a very granulated piece of what was happening. You could see a little bit of the shapes of the forklift striking the pipes and striking the individuals, but it didn't really tell the full story.
The moment I saw it, I said, well, we're gonna have to have an animation. The good news is, now we had a basis to say this animation wasn't just completely speculative, it was created based on what we see here in the video.
We had an opposing counsel who stringently and stridently believed that there was no way in the world that we were going to recover essentially anything at all. I'm not sure how he got that message through his head, but I am sure that once we had DK Global's animation, somehow that whiteboard in his mind of it's all the plaintiff's fault got erased. And he finally got the real message that the jury was gonna hold them 100% responsible, and there was gonna be no way around that at the end of the day.
And this one actually went all the way to the courthouse. And so it settled ultimately right prior to jury selection.
Ultimately, resolution was brought about in part because of DK Global's animation, but also in part because they know our firm are serious lawyers. We had a great client. He was a nice man who'd worked hard 28, 29 years for the same company, and he never really missed a day until this unfortunate accident happened. I think all of those things came together ultimately to lead us to a resolution that was far and away better than what the defense originally thought they were going to be able to resolve this case for.
Defense lawyers hate animations because they understand that animation is inherently hurtful to them because it is an effective communication tool. And so I think the critical step is making sure we dot our I's and cross our T's, knowing that there's going to be a fight for our life to get it in because they know how effective of a tool it is.